There is a wrong way to trade the orb, and there is a right way to trade the orb. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you the right way that made me over $2,000 live day trading today with over 2,000 students.
Holy crap, 96, 89, 250, 722, 1,300, 2,000. I can't even keep up with it. 1K, 1,500, 1,400, 100, 579, $1 million Harris for Grizzly. Let's go.
Now, most mentors will tell you to enter here. This is not correct. Instead, with today's trade and the strategy I'm going to teach you, I entered here and caught the entire trend move to the upside. Now, there is a science behind this. There is a strategy behind this. I take the guessing out of my trading with this strategy, and after today's video, you will too. And all I ask is if you're looking to get more value, if you get some value from this video, tap in, hit that subscribe button, and let's learn and level up together. Now, when it comes to trading the orb, there's a specific set of guidelines that you must follow. You see, a lot of people will describe it as once you break above the first 15-minute high or first 15-minute low, you get in and ride the trend up. That couldn't be farther from the truth because that leads to getting in on false breakouts, getting stopped out, only to watch the trend rip in your favor later. So instead, here's what you're going to do. When you see the first 5-minute close above, after that, you always want to see the candle close, a wick down, and then on the way back up, you enter, keep stops below previous wick. As you can see, we had the initial fake out here. Move up, false breakout, trap late/weak buyers, flush them out down here. We do not enter when we see a setup like this. We always want to see the 5-minute candle come down, retest with some strength, set the clear parameters, and keep that as the defined, visualized risk. Now, as we move on down here, we get the reversal candle here. We bounce right off the midline of this, where we mark the high to the low. In the 50 to 61.8 range, we bounce this, meaning that if we get some strength to the upside and solid volume on this next trend-setting candle, we should see a continued move to the upside. And that's exactly what we get. So I wait patient here. But as we move up on this candle, I'm thinking, well, we're getting good volume. We have aggressive buyers. We bounced the midline showing that, hey, buyers wanted to step in. They were not willing to let this go down to our 15-minute low. We have aggressive buying volume on this trend-setting candle above the orb. So as we open this next candle, as we move down and move back up here, I enter live in real time at 890. I'm willing to add down to this line here at low 80s. I have my hard stop set at 72 right at this high of wick here. So in case we get an aggressive news candle, I always keep a hard stop in 20, 25 points away. That's ideally where I want to be with my risk when I'm trading NQ. If you're trading QQQ options, you can base it off this too. And my ideal scenario for this trade is enter at 90 and get a solid 2 to 3 R out of this. So with this, my maximum risk being around 20 points, I want at least 40 plus points out of this trade. At least 40 plus points minimum. Now, as you can see, we get the aggressive move up. We trail our stops up, and we keep moving on up. And I'm doing this with micros, guys. I'll trade a mini or two here and there, but I make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I made $6,000 in a day last week, all trading small amounts of options or micros because I like to keep my trading stress-free. If I can make 5K, 10K a week of real cash money, that's freedom to me. My student Gene, my mentee Gene, has had multiple payouts now. Most of these mentors don't have a single student with a payout. You see the funded slips, but you don't see the payouts. My students get payouts, which, by the way, you can work with me 1v1 below. I also have a free training coming up on June 17th. The point of this strategy is to capture the trend with defined, visualized risk. So next time you're thinking about taking an early entry, don't. Next time you're thinking about going on tilt or revenge trading or boredom trading, don't. Have patience with your trading. Be able to sit, watch, and be like a sniper with your entries. Oftentimes, it's not the strategy that's costing you. It's the discipline. If you can have halfway decent entries, if you can get B grade entries, obviously we all want A+ entries. Today was an A+ entry. We had minimal to no drawdown. If you can have a little drawdown on your trades, give your trade room to breathe with the correct position sizing, have the discipline and focus to wait for your decent entries and then execute them according to plan, that's how you become profitable. That is the way, guys. You don't need fancy ICT stuff. You don't need fancy, advanced, confusing concepts. You need strict risk. You need to catch the trend more often. And you need to hold your winners. If you can just hold your winners longer and focus on capitalizing on the bigger move and being in the right direction 60, 70% of the time, congratulations, you're in the 5% of traders who make it long term. That is what it takes, guys. That is the route to success. It lies in your discipline and your consistency and in your focus. That's why I say discipline over dopamine every single day to you guys. I say it on my live streams. I say it in Team Bull. I say it on these YouTube videos because you have to choose discipline over dopamine if you want to become and stay a profitable trader. Take your execution seriously. Take your results seriously and personally, not so much from a P&L perspective, but from an execution perspective. You have the ability to execute like a pro. You have the ability to trade like a seasoned veteran. You need more experience, you need more focus, you need more guidance, you need more discipline, and you have to lock in and get after it every single day. This is not a game. This is not a hobby. This is a life-changing skill that if you put the work in and if you put the dedication in, you can change your life forever, bro. I promise you. I've seen it happen over and over again. It happened for me. So stay focused. Stay to the mission. Don't let yourself get discouraged to make dumb decisions. Catch the trend. Focus on 1 to 2 good trades a day. And on the losing trades, manage your risk. Define your risk beforehand. Stomach the risk as soon as you press that buy button, so if you get stopped, it's okay. You're not managing the trade from a losing perspective. Your goal is to manage your trades from a winning perspective. That's what will elevate you and your trading psychology to the next level. You have to be able to get in the mindset of, I'm going to define my risk. I'm going to stomach it as soon as I press that buy button. I know that, all right, if I lose $500. I lose $1,000. I lose 20 points. My R multiple is solid because if I get the move that I want, I know I'm going to hold to my price targets, trail my runners up, and I'm going to be solid on my risk-reward ratio. My dynamic R is going to move up as my trade moves up. At the very tip of this, we went up almost 5R. Yesterday, I caught a 6R trade. It's not because I'm some extremely intelligent guru. It's because I have 9 years of experience and I know how to define my risk, what a good setup looks like, and how to execute without emotion on it. That is the key. And if you can dial that in, you become unstoppable in your trading. That person in the mirror, they don't have control over you anymore. You have control of yourself within your trading day. Focused entries, discipline in every single trade, and consistent persistence in your journey to becoming profitable and staying profitable. Make sure you guys tap and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in Free Friday tomorrow inside Team Bull. Free Discord link is below or at the next video. God bless.